I don't get what Trump's plan could possibly fucking be. There's zero coordination in anything he fucking does right now.
Iran's new move amid tight security here in Pakistan. The Iranian foreign minister arriving to restart talks. President Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, and son-in-law, Jared Kushner, also traveling here soon, the White House says.
Look,
yeah, but they fucking canceled. Oh, this is
Iranians,
20 hours ago.
reached out, as the president called on them to do, and asked for this in-person conversation.
In an interview tonight, President Trump says the Iranian regime is making an offer and will have to see, while Iran says the foreign minister will speak to Pakistani officials and no meeting is scheduled with the US. The abrupt shift by Iran to return to Pakistan comes as the Iranian regime is facing growing economic pressure from the US blockade of Iran's ports. Iran losing an estimated $435 million in oil revenue per day, according to the Trump administration.
Iran will never get a nuclear bomb. The choice is theirs, but with this blockade, the clock is not on their side.
34 ships have been turned around by US forces, CENTCOM says, and posting, for the first time in decades, 3 aircraft carriers are operating in the Middle East at the same time.
First time in like 7 years. And then we fucking canceled it. Okay, so this is what I thought was gonna happen. So we had no deal with them ever, or no plans to make a deal with them ever, and we're just saying we did, and then now we're like, oh no, we canceled.
Again, we have all the cards. They have no military left, practically. They have no leaders left. We don't know who the leaders are. Nobody knows who the leaders are. I don't think they know who the leaders are, very importantly. So you saw that, and any other questions?
Yes, sir. What have you heard from Pakistan? The Iran foreign minister was in Pakistan yesterday night.
I think Pakistan is terrific. I think the field marshal is fantastic. I think the prime minister of Pakistan is great. And, you know, they'd like to see something happen. But we're not going to be traveling 15, 16 hours to have a meeting with people that nobody ever heard of.
What changed to make you make that decision?
Too much travel. And when they say the meeting's scheduled for Tuesday, I say Tuesday, that's a long time from now. But when you get right down to it, it's a lot of traveling. No, we don't want to do that.
At what point do you send Witkoff and Kushner and send Vice President Blinken? At what point
well,
do you
we
ready?
They're all very competent, all three. Those are three good. But they weren't meeting with the leader of the country. They were meeting with other people. And I said, we're just not going to do too much traveling. Takes too long. Too expensive. I'm a very cost-conscious person.
Mr. President, you said this week that you're not a fan of prediction markets and that they're turning the country into a casino. But at the same time,
Did you say I'm not?
That you're not a fan of prediction.
Well, I don't know. I know some people that are very smart. They like it. They disagree, but they
Yeah, and it's
like it. But what would you like to know? Who are you with?
I'm with the crypto-focused publication, and we also have a prediction market. And your administration is aggressively pushing to legalize these markets, and I was wondering if you potentially wanted to reconsider that policy.
A lot of other countries are doing it, and when the other countries do it, we get left out in the cold if we don't do it. So, but I know people that are in the prediction market business. And
Trump loves prediction markets. Don't ever get it twisted.
It's a big industry, and we want to beat China at the industry. We're leading with crypto. We're leading with AI. And I really feel I have an obligation from this.
Which we're not in either market, actually. Maybe crypto, but definitely not in AI. Chinese AI is crazy. I love when old statements he makes shows he has no ideas of his own. Yeah, exactly, Nova.
The banks have it. People have it. And I think as the leader of the country, we want to lead in AI. And we're leading China by a lot in AI. And we're also leading in crypto.
Do you agree with the decision by Janine Pirro to drop the investigation into Jerome Powell?
Well, I want to find out. You know, it's not dropped. They're looking into the whole thing about the
IG.
What I want to look at, yeah, with the IG. What I want to look at is how can a building that I could have done for $25 million cost $4 billion? That's a big thing, and he was in charge. So we'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah, I think Janine is fantastic. And she.
Yeah, I don't really care past this point.
We are coming to you from the civil rights movement.
Yeah, fuck, Mom Donnie, I love you, but I'm not looking for that. There we go.
Bring in Texas Congressman Michael McCall. A lot has happened in the last hour or so here. The president telling me.
Why would I care where you do your business regarding restroom usage? Nova, you definitely just watched the Saber TikTok. I know exactly. You just watched this TikTok. Coming in here, dude, I love that Saber fans watch my shit. I love Saber.
It's surprising to nobody, but conservatives right now don't really like change.
You watched this right before me.
10 years ago, they didn't really care.
People go, they use the bathroom that they feel is appropriate. There has been
Oh shit, I literally haven't been live on Twitch or YouTube the last 8 minutes.
Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower and want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using
I've been only live on TikTok.
room she chooses. That is correct.
So at this point, I'm pretty sure everybody in the world.
Yeah, I love Saber. She's great. That's why I try to raid into her whenever I can, and if I have a good steady viewership.
He's not sending his people all the way over to Pakistan. If they're not going to come back with anything, if the Iranians aren't serious, they can just call him.
They've never had a deal with Trump though. Iran went to Pakistan to meet with Pakistani leaders, and that was planned. But they never planned to meet with Trump or Steve Witkoff.
What's your reaction to that?
Well, I think the president didn't receive a serious proposal. It didn't deal with
oh my
giving
God.
up enriched uranium, and I think wisely saying, "Look, I'm not going to waste my time."
And like, I doubt ABC is going to say anything better.
Pakistan for Special Envoy Steve Witkoff.
I doubt they were ever going to go to Pakistan.
Islamabad following a meeting with Pakistani mediators. The minister later saying Tehran is, quote, yet to see if the U.S. is truly serious about diplomacy. Foreign correspondent Marcus Moore has the latest for us from Islamabad on what happens next in potential peace talks. Hey, Marcus.
But hey there, Ike. Obviously, this is a significant development. President Trump saying that he has canceled the U.S. delegation's trip here to Islamabad. And his announcement followed word that Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, left Pakistan after meeting with senior officials here. The foreign minister today.
Yeah, I guarantee Trump would have gone if... okay. I think Trump was going to go if Iran never showed up to try and be like... Or if Iran wasn't going to show like, oh, Iran doesn't want to make a deal. And then they had to pivot off of this because Iran actually showed up. So now they're like, oh shit, we can't be seen that we're not making a deal with Iran. So we're going to do this. That Barron Trump is actually running things. Barron Trump is not smart enough to run things behind the scenes. It is Steve Witkoff. It is Kushner. It is, I'm trying to think of any other smart people in the... definitely not Pete Hegseth.
Meeting with the chief of Pakistan's army and the prime minister before departing Islamabad. And we're told that the Iranians left a proposal for the next steps in the peace talks for the war in Iran. And we understand that those points were to be presented to U.S. officials either here in Pakistan or in some other manner. The early thought was that if there's agreement, there could then be another meeting like the one we saw 2 weeks ago here in Islamabad. But right now it seems like anything imminent is off the table for the moment. And the foreign minister actually posting a message on X where he said that they presented the Iranian position in the midst of these negotiations, these back-channel talks that have been going on in the effort to secure peace. And he said that he has yet to see if the Americans are, quote, serious about diplomacy. There's a lot at stake here, not only the risk of reigniting the warfare that we've seen unfold, but also the crisis in the Strait of Hormuz. And Americans have felt the effects at the fuel pump, and others around the world concerned about the impact to the global supply chain. Both countries imposing blockades on that waterway and vowing to continue until there's an agreement on a peace deal in Iran. Ike.
All right, Marcus Moore, thank you.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't think Trump ever had plans to go to Iran. Like, seriously go to Iran Pakistan if Iran was going to show up. He's smarter than his dad, but I don't believe it. Yeah, but Barron Trump's like a moron. And he's only 20. Running our government is Benjamin Netanyahu. True. No, the shadow presidents are definitely like Jared Kushner level. Barron Trump is like a 20-year-old moron. Barron Trump has a fucking Spotify podcast? What the fuck? Don't forget CEOs. True! No, the Overwatch, the American government is being ran by like smart, intelligent people, and Trump is smart and intelligent in the way that you hate them, but I also mean like Trump is very easy to manipulate. So that's why they're running the show. There's no reason besides that. Rar, what's up, Alan? Dog Day. I don't know what to call you. Jay the Mushroom. How are you? Good. Talking about Trump being a moron. See, I just don't think Trump ever wanted to actually go to, Pakistan, if Iran was going to be there. And I think Iran showing up there is very funny. It is really funny if you think about it, because they must have been shitting their pants the second that Iran was like, oh yeah, we're actually here. And then Trump's like, oh shit. We gotta back out. In a board meeting, someone said, why don't you take over Greenland? And suddenly it's his idea. Yeah, I mean, Trump is very easily manipulatable. That's why Mamdani does so good with Trump, because Mamdani knows Trump is easily manipulatable.